Good afternoon, Facebookers. How you doing? This is Gabe Toth here from Gabe Toth Music Instruction and Coaching Online, LLC. I've been coaching online since the pandemic in 2020. Oh, Zappa, do you want to say something? Daddy's online right now. This is Zappa, my 4-year-old Labrador mix pup, and he is the cutest puppy in the world. See Zappa. And anyway, I just want to tell you all what's going on because I've been very, very inspired. There's a bunch of stuff in the works and a bunch of stuff that's being completed, and I would like your support. Please join my email list on my website, www.gabetothmusacinstruction.com. It's Muzak spelled M-U-Z-A-K. Okay. What I do is I am a vocal coaching expert and specialist. I've done this for 30 years. I've sung for 40 years, and I taught on and off and coached on and off for 30 years. Yes, 30 years. And I worked with famous people. I've worked with Broadway singers. I've worked with people who are either in movies from the past or actually getting cast in current movies. So I can give you the list, and I have students with movie credits. I don't have any movie credits, but students do, so that's really cool too. So I guess that's kind of having my own credits, but it's awesome that the people that I work with along the way, and I really feel I have a lot to offer society with the knowledge that I have. And I want to pass that on. And of course, everybody believes that they're the best at what they do. And of course, I'm no different. And I've been spending 30 years with the focus on being, I have to be the best. If I'm going to release a method on singing, I'm not going to release anything that is what everybody else released, which is basically what happens. You have all these 300-page textbooks that make it into rocket science, and everybody's saying the same thing, but in other different words. Okay, what you get with me is the vocal coaching for an hour every week. Okay. I guarantee you, or you don't have to pay, you will have aha results, and aha moments and light bulb moments right in the first session. I will have you do something that you've never been able to achieve in the first session, or you don't have to pay for it. How about that? Okay. However, anyway, we also have courses that I've devised, and I wrote the notes and all that, and the courses in every instrument. I also teach the piano, the guitar, the bass guitar, the drum kit, trumpet, and ukulele. All a bunch of fun instruments, and again, we do a half hour a week with the instruments, or an hour with the voice. The voice takes a lot more, and the voice is in a different fee ballpark, because I really, really work hard during that lesson. If I have up to 7-8 lessons, hours a day, first of all, who sings for 7 to 8 hours a day? I will sleep very good that night. But I just want you to all, I mean, I'm excited. I know probably none of you are, but there's a lot of neat stuff coming out. And I'd like your support. I'd like you to spread the word, join my website, join my social pages, okay? Besides the coaching that I do online, I also have a studio here in Lower Nazareth, a teaching studio, which is open for those who demand I'm not going to say in person, because in person to me is also online. It's just that there's a computer between us, okay? And I'm going to talk more about that some other day. But there is also a musical that I've written. There's 17 songs. It's called Me, the MAGA Musical. It is a political satire based on what has been happening since since 2000 whatever 20 up until now, and currently I'm hoping that it's received well, and even by the people that it's mocking. It's along the lines of like the Book of Mormon, okay? And everything that's in it is basically it happened. It's based on factual stuff that actually happened, things that people said, quotes and all of that, and behaviors and all kinds of stuff. So that's the musical. Unfortunately, after the fact, and of course this happens in the arts, and it was kind of like a oh man moment, but there is another musical called Me Something that was on Broadway, and I'm like, darn it. And it's and it's not that I stole the idea or whatever, it's just that I ended up coming up with the same kind of idea and didn't realize that it was already done. Okay, so this happens. It goes with the territory. But the music is different. Oh, excuse me. The music is different, okay, and it's very catchy and very, singable and danceable, and it actually was released, the demo recording, because I want to see how it's received by the public. The demo recording was released on all your streaming, so if you go to iTunes and all those, and ask for Me, the MAGA Musical by Gabe Toth, you can get a copy, and I hope you enjoy it. It's very funny, because it just sometimes we just have to laugh at like the worst stuff that's going on in the world, because otherwise we're going to cry or go crazy. So anyway, that's another thing that's happening. I'm also working on an EP of 10 songs. Okay, the songs are done. I'm working on the music parts, and just waiting to purchase a new Apple MacBook, and because the speakers on mine are shot. And also a podcast. So rather than doing the daily lunchtime lessons, I'm going to do that 2 times per week, okay? And then a podcast 2 times per week, and then also a variety show. Along the lines of, if you remember from the 80s, there were a lot of good variety shows in the 80s. There was like the Hee Haw and the Carol Burnett show, like all of that kind of stuff. So I want to kind of try to bring that back. And if you're interested in doing skits or singing songs or whatever, and, by all means, drop me a line and we'll see how it goes. So I've been basically really getting into the digital scene and using all of it that's there. And there's so much, and I think it's fun. I'm having a ball, picking up apps, and I've learned so much. AI, for example, there's a fear in the media that, people are just going to stop thinking, or it's all fake. And I'm like, well, there's different things that you can do with it. there's things that, that are still mine. It's my ideas, and it's just like having a co-writer. That's all. And, you have your ideas, and so it just helps, especially someone like me that had writer's block since I was 25 years old, and or having tons of ideas floating around in space that I haven't been able to put, into focus, but I've been able to do that, and with the help, which is awesome because, there's so much neat stuff out there, and the podcasts, which is basically like old time before, stereos existed and all that. We had people listen to radios, and you sat around and listened to radios. That was your entertainment. That was it. And that wasn't too long ago, maybe 60 years or so. I just want to bring, and I know a lot of people are doing the same things. However, I want to just bring this version, and I hope you check it out. I will keep everything updated. Check the website, GabeTothMusicInstruction.com, and sign up for the email. There is a blog on there that I enter some new music information every day. And it's based on what my new course for teachers talks about, which is basically using non-traditional techniques in teaching and learning music and performing music, and why music lessons have had a stigma of not being fun, and that's not the case. I present learning music as fun and therapeutic and very results driven, because there's nothing better for a student and me. It's therapeutic for me sitting on this side of the camera, seeing the gleam in the eye of the client student when they have one of those aha moments, or whoa, it's like you see the head fall back and the eyes gleam, because they were just surprised that they were able to do something they never thought they could do. And that's what it's all about. That moment right there, the aha moments, are priceless. There's no price tag one can put on that. Okay? So I do like to talk on the messages here. I despise talking on the phone, but I do like talking on, the live online here, obviously, and but there, like I said, I wanted to share with you that there's a lot of neat stuff going on. So right now, Me, the MAGA Musical is out. I have 3 singles out that are demo recordings, and I just want to, and I'm releasing them not for the performance, but for the meaning, and to see how it makes people feel, because really that's what it comes down to. I mean, what ticks inside when you hear a song, and usually it's what's inside that attracts a person to liking a certain work of art. It hits something, either an emotional or even, something, and that's why people fall in love with the music or the, paintings or whatever that they, like. So if you want to study a course, okay, I offer courses, okay. I even have one for the music teacher who wants to possibly teach online, and I walk you through everything from using newer methods that will help the students retain, because students come to you and they're like, they don't want to learn, they don't want to learn theory and ear training and all this stuff. And a lot of teachers, we tend to we show off and then just show them what we know, and that's it, or from a book, but a lot of them come and just want to play. What do you do with that? What do you do with the student who wants to be a superstar by last week? That's always been a frustration of every music teacher. This course explains it. Okay? And again, if there's any others out there that say the same thing, and there probably is somewhere, I didn't steal the idea. It's just that I happened to get the same idea because that happens. That's what happened with George Harrison with his My Sweet Lord song. He didn't know that, his intentions were not, well, gee, I think I'm going to steal a song from somebody today so I can get sued and lose, millions of dollars. And, he just happened to write a song that, and really, I don't even think it sounds that close to the song that it's accused of stealing, but sometimes we don't realize that we're doing something that's already been done. However, that's not the point either, okay? So, I hope you stay tuned and pick up some of the music, some of the courses, the recordings. Listen to the podcasts. I have some scripts already for some variety hour stuff, and I'm going to try to make it as fun as possible. If you would like to take part in a podcast, if you would like to, I'm going to need actors to read parts and act on, in the podcasts. And if you want to make guest appearances, we could do that, okay? And also with the live video variety show, it'll be, and everything will be maybe 15 to 30 minutes. We're not going to make it drastically long. So, and one more thing, I am holding a drawing on Saturday. I am giving away 2 packages of lessons, one for a youth and one for an adult, of half-hour lessons for 3 months. Okay, what a deal! That's 6 hours total of music instruction for free, and it is a promotion, just like anybody else. It's a promotion for my business, Gabe Toth Music Instruction and Coaching Online LLC. Okay, right now I am the teacher and the head teacher and the CEO, and eventually, if this grows more, then my idea would be to give other musicians opportunities and other teachers to join the music school and possibly expand. There are 8 billion people in the world. There are over 4 billion people on the internet, okay? And so, also, if you can drop me a comment or a message of what will help keep your attention for more than 3 seconds on a video click, by all means, please let me know what you like that stops you in your tracks and say, ooh, I like this, I want to keep watching this. I need to know these things, people, and then you'll get good artwork and good stuff that you like to watch and see and hear, okay? And that's what I'm here for. So, entertainment and teaching entertainment and passing it down to the youth or over to the adults. So, drop me a message, drop me a DM. I have several spots open on Mondays and Tuesdays, okay? Hour-long weekly sessions, okay? Compared on a global basis, my rates are reasonable compared to a global basis. They're a little high just for the local. However, again, like I said, there's 8 billion people. And you have to remember, too, not every teacher is the same, teaches the same. Okay, there are a lot of posers out there that are using it to scam people, just like anything else. Okay, and again, you got to keep in mind, it's like, well, gee, what's more important to me, finding the cheapest music teacher for $8 an hour that has 3 years music teaching experience, or someone for $80 or $100 that has, 50 years experience, for example? Okay, what's more important to you, quality or quantity? Okay, you know, just some things to think about. I'm not judging anything. I'm not, I'm just making a point of what matters in people's decision making. So, and whatever I can do to help, I try to do it just from the most experienced way possible. And everything that I teach, everything that I say, everything I believe in, it doesn't come from the news, or from what other people tell me, or what other people say, or to fit into a status quo. Everything I believe in and everything that I teach comes from being on the earth for 51 years, being a musician, being a performer, working with all kinds of different people, thousands and thousands, and experience. So everything that comes out of here, it comes from experience. So have a great day, all. And again, if you have any suggestions, comments, just you want to share anything, okay, or any questions, by all means, please look me up, send me an email, dnazareth, DNAZARETH, at AOL.com, or drop me a Facebook message. Okay, I'm also on TikTok and Instagram and a whole bunch of other social things, Blue Sky, there's a couple others, and I just did a bunch of them. But anyway, have a great day. Tomorrow, I believe, we'll have a lesson. It'll be either vocal, guitar, or ukulele, or music theory. It'll be a continuation of one of the topics that were already addressed and taught. So, and of anything that you guys would like to learn, again, drop me a note. Okay, I have 5,020 friends on Facebook here, and maybe about 600 views, and barely any comments. So what does it take? Let me know that. What does it take to have you people stop for more than a 3-second period of time? And what do you like? What do you like to hear? What do you want to hear? And when it comes to music, what would you like? What would stop you so that you listen? Okay, I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to try something new every day. So have a great day. Stay warm. The spring is right around the corner. Okay, so is income tax time. But anyway, have a great day. God bless, and enjoy the rest of your. Where are we here? Oh, the weekend is coming up already. Jeez. Have a great day. Bye-bye.